12 stories that remind us why family is life's greatest gift. In a world where we often chase success and material things, the irreplaceable value of family shines brighter than ever. Family is the anchor that grounds us, offering unwavering love, support, and a sense of belonging. Today, we bring you a collection of heartwarming stories, some touching, others amusing about family members coming together in the most surprising ways. Grandpa passed at only 45. My grandma was left heartbroken. When she passed last week, I was going through her stuff and saw an old journal hidden in a drawer. The first page was a letter from Grandpa, while the next pages were all filled by her, one poignant note on each anniversary of his death. Some were short, "I still miss you every day." Others were longer, spilling memories and updates. "The garden's finally blooming the way you liked it," or "Our granddaughter has your laugh." But my heart nearly stopped when I reached the last page. There was a short note that read, "Soon, my love." She'd waited 30 years to be with him again. Holding that journal, I couldn't stop crying. Their love was the kind you only hear about in stories, steady, unshakable, eternal. It was the kind of love that teaches you what forever really means. My wife wanted to climb the tree in our front yard to hang Christmas lights, but my toddler cried and begged her not to so she wouldn't get hurt. It was a warm, caring moment that showed how much she loved her mom. Moments later, she suggested I climb the tree instead. Henpecked Hall/Twitter. As a teen, I had serious self-image issues. One day, staring at myself in the mirror, I couldn't hold back my tears and asked, "Why do I look this ugly? Why am I not as pretty as my sisters?" Dad, walking by my room, overheard me and whispered through the door, "My poor little girl, it's finally time to tell you this. When your mom gave birth, I accidentally sent my dashing good looks to the wrong address. But don't worry, I kept the receipt." I stared at him, confused. "The receipt?" "Yep," he said with a grin. "So when you turn 18, we can exchange it for something even better, like a personality so charming that no one will notice what you think is ugly. Trust me, it's a better deal." I couldn't help but laugh through my tears. My dad winked and added, "Until then, you're stuck with that face and it's a pretty good one if you ask me." 8Y. "Oh, I don't want to have bunk beds anymore." "Me, why not?" 8Y. "Oh, what if my brother falls through and crushes me while I'm sleeping?" "Me, that won't happen." 8Y. "Oh, are you sure? He's one real heavy son of a bleep." Unfiltered Mama/Twitter. As a kid, every time I did something stupid, my dad would tell me not to be a daft halfpenny. In other words, be smarter than half a penny, which wasn't worth very much then and is worth even less now. I find myself saying it to my kids, and I know his dad said it to him. Zerbay/Reddit. My wife's uncle, who owned the farm where we were getting married, stood up at the objection part. Immediately, his son, who was a man of honor, yelled at him to sit down. To his credit, he did. For about 12 seconds, then stood up again. He objected because there was a big fucking storm coming up the driveway and about to smack the ceremony, and all of our hurrying couldn't beat it. My wife made it inside before getting drenched. No one else did. Got married inside instead. Newtrap/Reddit. My 2-year-old is on the stage of saying random words and sometimes sentences. The other day, she came up behind me as I was doing the laundry, latched onto my leg, and said, "Love you." And my heart just melted. Doj0/Reddit. I went to lunch with friends and saw my husband at the restaurant. I was going to say his name, but he was staring at his phone, so I watched him. He was smiling. He typed. Then my phone dinged. And it was a video he forwarded of a dog wrestling a water hose. This is love. Parker Lawyer/Twitter. My mom has had Alzheimer's for 15 years. She doesn't remember our names, but every time she sees me, she tells me she loves me and that I'm hers. RoseAppLA/Twitter. When my Nana passed away, I had a dream where she came to me so vividly and told me anytime I saw a yellow butterfly, it was her watching over me. I've been watching for them for so many years now. KJames/Twitter. My mother was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer when she was 32, and doctors gave her 6 to 12 months to live. They still aren't sure how she did it, but she managed to survive. Throughout my life, I recognized that my mom had cancer when I was little, but now, at 27 years old, it completely blows my mind that my mom was just a few years older than I am now when she received a death sentence. My dad tells me that after she passed, my mom used to describe the qualities he should look for in a woman, so we would have a good mother after she was gone. I can't even begin to imagine what that must have been like. Space Case Dilla/Reddit. I asked my granddad to drive me to the airport, but then I felt bad. He doesn't like driving in the dark, so I booked parking. I just told my grandma, and she said he was looking forward to taking me and picking me up. I've canceled the parking I booked so he can take me. LRen27/Twitter. The workplace is often a source of surprises, throwing unexpected moments our way when we're least prepared. In this link, we've brought together real-life stories from 10 people who shared their "I shouldn't have said that" moments with customers.